Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest friendship fallouts in the South African YouTube scene. Can you call it a friendship fallout, or will things ever be okay? The unspoken beef between Bruce and Hotshotaaron. These two were not just collaborators; they were co-hosts, brothers in content, part of the same crew under the New Gen podcast until things went left. So sit tight, drop a like, and let's break down exactly what happened between Bruce and Aaron. From the podcast drama to the Twitch stream that started it all. Right, so first things first, let's set the stage. Bruce and Aaron are both rising YouTubers, and together with Domingo, Siv, and Fargo, they co-host the New Gen podcast. The podcast is under the Altido Network, a platform that's often compared to Podcast and Chill with MacG. And well, let's just say there's a bit of competition there. The network owners, MacG and Altido, don't really like each other. Both networks trying to dominate the entertainment and influencer podcast space. Right. So Bruce has always been an open book type of YouTuber. He's had public relationships, one with Hloni. It was a very serious relationship. They were in love. They met each other's families. They did vacations, the whole thing. Then came the situationship with Venus. Bruce said that he chowed, so something was going on there. So that was also personal. Now things started heating up when Aaron called Bruce out on an episode of the New Gen podcast, saying that Bruce should cut off Ghost Hlobi. Why should he cut off Ghost Hlobi? Because Ghost Hlobi had set Bruce up with Hloni and did a video where Bruce had no knowledge of. And Aaron felt that by Bruce not cutting off Ghost Hlobi, he was hypocritical because they cut off Telik for the same reason when Telik had set Bruce up with Joseph Derry. You get what I mean? So Aaron went off saying, I'ma keep it a buck. He's going, and he kept it a buck. He said what he said, right? But since Ghost is one of the biggest YouTubers in South Africa and stuff like that, Bruce saw it as a networking moment and said that if he cut off everyone, then he would have no one to collaborate with, right? So, but Aaron felt away. He felt like Bruce was being fake. So already the air was tense between the two. And just a few weeks later, things got worse. Aaron was live streaming on Twitch, doing his thing. And guess who pulls up? Both Venus, the situationship, and Hloni, the ex. Now here's the thing. Aaron didn't invite them. They showed up on their own. But instead of sending them away, he decided to shoot content with them. And mind you, during the stream, the chat was busy spamming El Hloni. No, tell Hloni to vibe. But Aaron was reading the chat and he missed all those messages. Right. So during that stream, Venus started speaking badly about Bruce. Aaron actually tried defending Bruce at some point, but still the whole situation looked messy because in the New Gen friend circle, they've always agreed you don't give a platform to anyone who speaks badly about your people. So for Bruce, this was a huge betrayal. After the stream, Aaron traveled to Cape Town to shoot more content. He went to UCT, he shot content with EB the Kid, right? While the rest of the New Gen guys, Bruce, Domingo, Siv, and Fargo, they stayed in Joburg. They needed to record a new episode for the Altido podcast, the New Gen podcast, but Aaron was away. Instead of waiting for him, they shot it without him, and that's when things spilled out publicly, right? So Bruce opened up about how hurt he felt. He said it wasn't cool that Aaron gave his exes a platform, especially when they were saying negative things about him. The rest of the crew, Domingo, Siv, and Fargo, mostly agreed with what Aaron did. It wasn't right. Domingos even spoke more, saying, "That's an L-man's. What do you mean you're shooting content with your Bruce ex? You get what I mean?" So before the episode even dropped on social media, Bruce gave Aaron a heads-up call. Out of courtesy, he told him, "Yo, we spoke about the situation on the podcast." But Aaron didn't take it well. He got heated, saying they shouldn't have talked about him or the situation publicly. Bruce tried explaining that it was only fair because Aaron never gave him a heads up when his exes appeared on the Twitch stream. Bruce had to find out with the rest of the internet. It was seeing reposted by Hotshotaaron on TikTok. Aaron never mentioned the stream to Bruce. To Bruce, that was just proof that Aaron had broken the code, the unspoken rule among them to protect each other publicly. After all of that, Aaron decided to leave the New Gen podcast. He felt like the group was being fake towards him, and he mentioned that they didn't even congratulate him when he landed a big sponsorship with Chilla's Punch, which, by the way, is owned by Podcast and Chill with McG, El Tito's biggest competitor. So the rest of the guys felt like, how could we congratulate you when you are working with the ops, right? With Domingos even calling Aaron Judas. So from Aaron's perspective, the rest of the crew was being cold and unsupportive. But it's also been said that Aaron's more of a solo type. He doesn't really join the group in vlogs or hangouts. They invite him, but he prefers to move alone and focus on streaming. Now, fast forward to the latest New Gen podcast episode released October 16th, 2025. Bruce said he has no beef with Aaron. He said, and I quote, "When I see him, I'll dap him up. I just didn't like what he did." So for Bruce, it's not war, just disappointment. Aaron hasn't responded since then. So as of now, things are quiet, but definitely not forgotten. So there you have it, the full story behind Bruce versus Hotshotaaron. Do you think Aaron was wrong for not kicking out Bruce's ex from his stream? Or do you think Bruce and the New Gen crew overreacted? Drop your thoughts down below. I'll be reading all the comments. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on the next breakdown. I'm out. Peace.